Good morning, children. How are you? Are you fine? Very good. All of you open your EVS course book. Open your EVS course book. In the previous class, we will learn about the animals. Some animals lay eggs. Some animals produce babies. Some animals lay eggs and some animals produce babies. The animals which lay eggs are called as oviparous. The animals which lay eggs are called as oviparous. And some animals lay eggs, Nana. When the egg is hatched, some animals get the same form of the adult. Understand me? Example, fish, crocodile. And fish, crocodile and also duck. They get the adult form. అర్థమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ మీకు ఫిష్ ఉందిరా ఫిష్ ఎగ్ ఉంది ఫిష్ ఎగ్ హ్యాచ్ అయిందనుకో ఫ్రమ్ ద షెల్ one more baby fish may come, means it may get the adult form. Adult ante then mother form. Okay na? Konni eggs hatch అయినప్పుడు దాని mother form వస్తుంది. But some animals when the egg is hatched, it won't get the adult form of their mother. Understand అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ మీకు? And the eggs two types normally. When the egg is formed, when the egg is hatched, the baby animal may get the adult form of their mother. Some animals egg, when the egg is hatched, they won't get the adult form of their mother. They don't get the adult form of their mother. They will go different changes to get the adult form of their mother. వాళ్ళ మదర్ ఫామ్కి వెళ్ళాలంటే it may undergo through the different changes. For example, frog and also butterfly. Okay, here frog is there. Frog cycle, life cycle. This is the egg form. This is the egg. When the egg is hatched, it may went to the form of tadpole. This is a tadpole stage. Then it changed first egg form. Egg after tadpole. Tadpole after tadpole with legs. Tadpole with legs. Then after that fraglet. Then finally we get the stage of their mother form of frog. The frog may go the how many stages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may go through the 5 stages. First, the frog lay eggs. When the egg is hatched, it changed the form of tadpole. After that, tadpole with the legs. After that, it may change into the fraglet. After that, it gets the adult form of frog. Okay, the frog undergo these many changes to get the mother form of frog. And also butterfly. Butterfly also goes butterfly life cycle. First egg stage. When the egg is hatched, It's the change of larva stage. Egg after larva stage. Larva means caterpillar. You know this. Caterpillar stage. After that, it went to the pupa stage. After that, it went to the butterfly stage. It goes the 4 stages. The butterfly may go the 4 stages. First, butterfly hatch the egg. Sorry, butterfly lay the egg. Okay, when the egg is hatched, the butterfly changed into the larva stage. Egg hatchinappudu andulo nundi larva vastundi. This is the first stage, larva stage. After that, pupa. This is the pupa stage. Then after that, the pupa changed into the butterfly. Okay, it go through the 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, and finally it will change into the butterfly stage. Okay, some animals directly when they hatched, they get the same form of their mother, but some animals will undergo through so many changes to get the adult form of their mother. Understand? Some examples of direct love, they get the adult form are the crow, fish and crocodile, duck, and they go through the different changes of the forms, and after finally they may get the adult form of their mother are a butterfly and also frog. The animals which give birth to babies are called as oviparous. Some animals lay eggs. The animals which lay eggs are called as oviparous. Okay. Some animals which lay eggs are called as oviparous, and some animals which give birth to their young ones are called as viviparous. Oviparous means lay eggs. Viviparous means give birth to the babies. Understand me? The animals which lay eggs, they are called oviparous. The animals which give birth to their young ones are called as viviparous. Next, what are herbivores? Identify them in this picture. Do you know about carnivores and omnivores? You know herbivores. You know carnivores. And also you know omnivores also. Who are herbivores? Who are called as herbivores? Giraffe, elephant, rabbit. These are the examples. Means the animals which eat only plants. The animals which eat only plants are called as herbivores. Herbivores only eat the plants products. Herbivores will eat only the plant products. They are the herbivores. Example: elephant, giraffe, camel, rabbit. They won't kill the other animals for food. Okay? Avi non-veg tinavu. Only they will depend on the plants. The animals are called herbivores. And carnivores, the animals which depend on the animals only. Okay, the animals which depend on the animals, they are the carnivores. Example: lion, tiger, fox. Okay, leopard, cheetah, bear. These are the examples. Cat, dog. Okay, the animals which depend on the other animals for food. Means they eat meat only. They eat the flesh. They eat the flesh of other animals. They are called carnivores. Carnivores are the non-vegetarians. Okay, and now omnivores. Omnivores means both they may eat. Omnivores, better example is human. For the omnivores, the better example is the human, because we eat both. We eat the plant products and also the animal products. Isn't it? And animal products తింటాము, plants products కూడా తింటాము. So the better example for the omnivore is human. Okay. Now some animals feed on the remains or waste of dead animals rather than hunting live prey. They help in reducing the organic matter to small places. These animals are called scavengers. Some examples are vulture, hyenas, crows and foxes. Actually, Nana, lion is there. Lion may hunt the other animals for food. They hunt the other animals for food, and after killing that it may eat. Then చంపి తినేస్తుంది, చచ్చిన దాన్ని కాదు. Either lion or tiger, it may kill. It will kill the other animals for food. After killing it may eat. అండర్స్టాండ్ అవుతుంది? మీరు చంపి తినేస్తుంది, చంపుకొని తింటుంది. అంటే ఇట్ విల్ ఈట్ ద లివింగ్ యానిమల్ ఆఫ్టర్ కిల్లింగ్ దట్. లయన్ ఆర్ టైగర్ విల్ ఈట్ ద యానిమల్ ఆఫ్టర్ కిల్లింగ్ ఇట్. ఆ లివింగ్ యానిమల్ని కిల్ చేసి ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఇట్ మే ఈట్. ఓకే, బట్ సమ్ యానిమల్స్ లైక్ hyenas, vulture, crows and fox, they may eat the dead animals. They won't kill. Understand me? అవి చంపవు. Okay, the vulture, hyena, crows and also the fox, they won't eat, they won't kill. They won't kill other animals. After killing means they will eat the dead animals. మీకు వేరియేషన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకుంటారా? లయన్ కానీ టైగర్ కానీ ఏం చేస్తుంది? యానిమల్, బ్రతికున్న యానిమల్ చంపేసి తింటుంది. మైనా, హైనాస్, వల్చర్, ఫాక్స్, క్రో, దే ఈట్ ద డెడ్ యానిమల్స్. దే ఈట్ ద డెడ్ యానిమల్స్. చచ్చిన యానిమల్స్ తినేస్తాయి. దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ scavengers. The animals which eat the dead animals. The animals which eat the dead animals are called scavengers. Understand me? The animals which eat the dead animals, చచ్చిపోయిన animals తినే వాళ్ళని scavengers అంటారు. The animals which eat the dead animals are called as scavengers. Next, some animals feed on decaying or organic matter of either plant or animal origin by breaking it down. This process is called decomposition, and these animals are called decomposers. They release nutrients into the soil and increase its fertility. Earthworms, termites, maggots and beetles and some insects are decomposers. These also earthworm and also some of the insects will eat the decomposers. Normal ga one animal was dead. చచ్చిపోయింది అనుకో animal. If the animal is there for వీక్ డేస్, ఒక 10 days వరకు కూడా అలాగే అక్కడ యానిమల్ ఉందండి, చచ్చిపోయిన యానిమల్ ఉందనుకోరా, ఇట్ మే డీకంపోజ్, ఇట్ మే గివ్ ద బ్యాడ్ స్మెల్. ఓకే, ఆన్ దట్ డెడ్ యానిమల్ బాడీ, చచ్చిపోయిన యానిమల్ పైన అంటే సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇన్సెక్ట్స్ ఆర్ ఎర్త్ వార్మ్స్ మే ఫ్లై ఆన్ దట్ యానిమల్. చచ్చిన యానిమల్ ఫ్లై అయిపోయి దాన్ని మొత్తం ఏం చేస్తాయి? ఇట్ మే divide the dead body. Okay, they called decomposers. They called as decomposers. Here the variation between scavengers and decomposers. Scavengers ఏం చేస్తారంటే they will take the food. ఇప్పుడు వల్చర్ కానీ ఫాక్స్ కానీ ఉందనుకోరా, డెడ్ బాడీ ఉంది అక్కడ, అంటే యానిమల్ ఫ్లెష్ ఉంది అక్కడ, దాన్ని ఏం చేస్తాయి, ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ అవే the flesh to another place. Understand me this, sir? ఈ వల్చర్ కానీ క్రోస్ కానీ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ అవే, తీసుకుని వెళ్తాయి, ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ అవే ద ఫుడ్, ద ఫ్లెష్ ఆఫ్ ద డెడ్ యానిమల్స్ టు అనదర్ ప్లేస్ అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దే మీట్. బట్ some insects like earthworms and also beetles and also these are all, it won't take away the food to another place. ఇంకో ప్లేస్కి ఆ డెడ్ యానిమల్ తీసుకెళ్ళదు. It fly on the flesh of the dead animal. Okay, and it buried the flesh of the dead animals in the soil by eating it. They are called decomposers. Okay, they are called decomposers, and through these the soil fertility may increase. The earthworms and also maggots and beetles these insects may increase the soil fertility. Okay, these may increase the soil fertility. It may increase the nutrients in the soil. Soil lo nutrients ni penchutundi. Next, how are animals useful to us? They provide us milk, meat, eggs and honey as our food. You know that our animals help to us. They give us milk, meat, eggs and honey. We are getting from the animals. They are very, very useful to us. Okay, milk is very important. It is a balanced diet. Okay, next, they provide us wool, silk, leather and also feathers. Where we are getting the clothes. Some clothes we are getting from the plants, and also some clothes we are getting from the animals also. Example, sweaters, leather bags, woolen clothes. Where we are getting these clothes? We are getting the woolen clothes from the wool of the animals, fur of the animals. Leather bags also we are getting from the skin of animals. Okay, animals are giving us food and also the clothes. Animals are giving food to us and also clothes also to us. Next, they help us in transporting of people and goods. Animals, we are using animals for transport. Bullock cart. How the bullock cart will run? With the help of the bullock. Means we are using animals for as transport also. Nowadays we are increasing that. ఇప్పుడు మనము ఎక్కువ animals యూజ్ చేయట్లేదు. But once upon a time the animals are used a lot for the transport. In the olden days, చాలా అంటే ఓల్డెన్ డేస్లో ఎక్కువ అంటే బుల్లక్ కార్ట్స్ని కానీ టాంగస్ కానీ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు, హార్స్ని ఫర్ యాజ్ ఎ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్. అండర్స్టాండ్ మీ? మనకి ఇప్పుడు డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ వెహికల్స్ మన ఇన్వెన్షన్ చేసినాం కాబట్టి ఎక్కువ మనం ఇప్పుడు అంటే వెహికల్స్ యానిమల్స్ యూజ్ చేయట్లేదు. బట్ ఇన్ ద desert areas, camels are used more. Okay, camels are used more as a transport to carry heavy loads. And we used camels, horse, bullock and also the donkey. Donkey also very useful animal which carry heavy loads. అది కూడా ఎక్కువ లోడ్ని క్యారీ చేస్తుంది. These four animals are used as transport. What are the animals used as transport? bullock, camel, donkey and also horse. These 4 animals are used as transport in the olden days, but in nowadays also we are using horse and also camel. Next, they are our companions and gods. They are companion. Who are our companion? Friends. We tame them. Companion means friend. Some animals we keep some animals in our homes for the entertainment also. We keep some animals in our homes for the entertainment and also to guard our houses. To guard our houses, mana houses ni kaapala unchadaniki, to look after. Lot of people in so many families, they keep the dogs in their house as the to look after their house, means as a guard, as the watchman. Okay, watchman laga dog ni chaala mandi వాళ్ళ ఇళ్ళలో ఉంచుకుంటారు, పెట్టుకుంటారు. Okay, means god is the, so dog is the god. God means those who look after, security guard. Those who look after our house is called a god. Okay, and some we keep some animals to tame them, to give the entertainment to us. Okay, next, antivenom, the medicine for the snake bite is obtained from the snake venom. Do you know that? యాంటీవెనం అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎవరికైనా స్నేక్ బైట్ అంటే పాము కరిచింది ఎవరికైనా, హీ నీడెడ్ యాంటీవెనం. అమ్మ వెనం అంటే విషం రా. ఓకే, పాము కుట్టినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, అతని బాడీలోకి పాయిజన్ వెళ్తుంది. అవునా, పాము కుట్టింది అనుకో, పాము బైట్ అంటే ఇఫ్ ద స్నేక్ బైట్, ఇఫ్ ద పర్సన్ కాట్ ద స్నేక్ బైట్, సూన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద వెనం మే ఎంటర్ into the blood of the person. Okay, a person body loki poison వెళ్తుంది. So we need antivenom. విరుగుడు మందు అంటారు దాన్ని, antivenom. Where we are getting antivenom, do you know? పాముకి ఇప్పుడు పాము కరిచింది అనుకో, మళ్ళీ యాంటీవెనం ఇవ్వండి, దాని విషం అంటే దానికి ఆ పాయిజన్ తన బాడీలోకి పూర్తిగా వెళ్ళకుండా మళ్ళీ యాంటీవెనం ఇవ్వాలి. అంటే ఆపోజిట్ రియాక్షన్ ఇచ్చే మెడిసిన్ ఇవ్వాలి. అవునా, ఓకేనా? పాయిజన్ తన బాడీలోకి వెళ్ళిపోయిందిరా, బాడీలోకి వెళ్ళిపోయినప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ మేము ఆపోజిట్ మెడిసిన్ ఇస్తేనే కదా అతను బాగుంటాడు. వేర్ వీఆర్ గెట్టింగ్ ద యాంటీవెనం, డూ యూ నో? ఫ్రమ్ ద స్నేక్ ఓన్లీ, ఫ్రమ్ ద వెనం ఓన్లీ, ఫ్రమ్ ద వెనం ఆఫ్ ద స్నేక్. ఆ స్నేక్ వెనం నుండి అంటే ఆ విషయం నుండి మళ్ళీ యాంటీవెనం కూడా ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తారు. Antivenom medicine is prepared from the venom of the snake. Okay, antibiotic also made from that only, from the venom only. We get the tusk and the pearls from animals such as elephants and oysters. Okay, we get the pearls and also tusk. Where do we get the tusk? From the elephant. We get the tusk from the animals, and we get the pearls. We get the pearls from the oysters. It is one type of fish. We get the pearls from one type of fish. In agriculture, animals are used in tilling the land. Farmers use animals during the excreta from birds as manure for their crops. Dung from cows and buffaloes is also used to produce gas for cooking. The litter dropping of goats and sheep on the farms also make soil rich with the nutrients. Some animals are considered as friends of farmers. They help in farming by increasing the soil fertility, pest control and information of fruits, seeds and for better yield. Animals are very, 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 very useful to us. Some animals are used in tilling the field, like buffalo. Okay, buffaloes are used in tilling the field. But nowadays the farmers are using tractors. ఇప్పుడు farmers tractors యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారా, but once upon a time they used buffaloes for tilling. Okay, understand me? And not only that, but also the animals dung is used as manure. Animals dung is used as manure, means to grow crops. ఆ క్రాప్స్ బాగా పెరగాలంటే మాన్యూర్ వేయాలి కదా. దిస్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ప్రిపేర్డ్ విత్ ద dung, cow dung, with the cow dung and also buffalo dung. And also we are preparing we are cooking, no, we are using the gas stove use చేస్తున్నామారా, gobar gas. Where we are getting the gobar gas? From the dung of the animals. Okay, it is also used as cooking fire. Animal dung is used as the manure and also the firewood. Understand me? As a fuel also it is used. And also some animals, some insects like earthworms may increase the soil fertility. May increase the soil fertility. They are the earthworms are the friendly animals to the farmers. Friendly animals to the farmers because the earthworms may increase the soil fertility. అంటే సాయిల్ ఫర్టిలిటీ ఉందనుకోరా, ప్రోటీన్స్ ఇట్లో ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయనుకో, ఇలా క్రాప్స్ తొందరగా పెరుగుతాయి. అవునా? సాయిల్ ఫర్టిలిటీ ఎవరు పెంచుతారు? The earthworms may increase. The earthworms may increase the soil fertility. That's what the earthworms are called as friends of farmers. Okay? Some animals give entertainment to us. Some trained animals can entertain people with their feet. Some games like polo and equestrians are played with the help of animals only. Safari trip or visit to zoo is considered as good recreation and education for children. Some animals, if we train the animals, మనము నార్మల్గా సర్కస్లో వచ్చి డిఫరెంట్ యానిమల్స్ చూస్తుంటాం. దే డూ ద డిఫరెంట్ జిమ్నాస్టిక్స్. ఓకే, మనం ఎలా స్టెప్స్ వేస్తామో అలా స్టెప్స్ వేస్తుంటాయి. బికాస్ దే ఆర్ ట్రైన్డ్ వెల్. సమ్ ట్రైన్డ్ యానిమల్స్ will give the entertainment to us. Okay, some animals will give entertainment to us. They give recreation to us. So animals are very 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 useful to us like the plants. As the plants elaga manaku useful avutayo, animals also very 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 useful to us. Okay, today's class is completed. Bye.